It's a beautiful day out there. Time to explore. Well, with the sun behind, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this till I go around, but we're boondocking in Kofa Wilderness above Yuma. And a couple times coming down 95, I kept seeing this structure. This has got to be the smallest church I've ever seen. So, when we're in town today, going to the territorial prison to check that out, I decided to stop on the way out to see what we have here. And sure, the sun over my shoulder, that's the way it looks from the side. Now, there are a lot of migrant workers in this area. This is such a big farming community, and there's a lot of RVers, so I don't know if that's why somebody thought to put this up. Let's step inside. It's open. And there goes Melby outside. So this is the inside. Places for 6 people maybe. A little lectern at the front. Decorated cross above. And Melody just came out. And they have a book to write your prayers in. And I'm assuming it's a Bible there. Yes, Holy Bible. A little plant in the corner. Painting there, stained glass. This is just so adorable. Here Melody's hearing a story. I'm making a video for YouTube. Would you mind being in it and tell us a little bit about it? Just what you told her. Okay. We just got a person who knows about this little church, and she's going to tell you.
Don't know much.
Okay.
Don't ever.
And your name is?
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
They call me the pastry lady.
Oh, the pastry lady. Okay,
So,
what's the story behind this?
Well, a gentleman bought it for his, or he made it actually for his wife, from my understanding, because she couldn't go to church anymore. And so the first one got abducted from the wind, and they built the second one.
Sadly, the wind kicked up, so you couldn't hear Cheryl's story direct from Cheryl, because she can tell her story much better than I can recount it of what she told us. But the gist of it was how Cheryl was very much down on her luck. She was having a really rough time. And this chapel in the middle of nowhere really aided her salvation. And I'm not just talking about salvation as far as religious, but just to get through with her life. She was telling us how she got permission and she spent months sleeping in this chapel every night. And that book that's on the table there where people can leave their thoughts, how much she wrote in there and how therapeutic it was, and basically how it helped save her life. And she seems to be doing very well right now, running her pastry business. She told us how that started. Somebody had given her, I believe, some pecans, and she started making pastry. She's now known as the pastry lady. She was selling them at truck stops, but she all attributes to having that chapel, where that was her refuge when she was really feeling down, and it was her safe place. But once we got back, I started doing some research, and sorry, I'm going to grab some notes here every so often. I could have written a script and put it on teleprompter. Loren Pratt is who we had to thank for this chapel. His wife was dying, and as a memorial to her, he built the chapel originally in it's hard to tell, 1966, 1995. I got two different dates by trying to do the research. I don't think the actual date matters much, but just as a memorial to his wife. And the quote was, they felt so blessed. They had this wonderful farm there that's been in the family for generations now. They believed that God had blessed them. So he built this chapel as a memorial. And it has no congregation, no services except one day a year, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And he just wanted to have it be available 24/7, 365 for anybody who wanted to stop in. And I've read articles about businessmen in suits stop in, workers stop in, how many people go there, leave messages in that book. And as I said, I'm not sure what year they built it, but in 2011, a major storm came through and basically destroyed it. But Loren decided he was going to rebuild it. And he did. Loren passed in 2015, and his son Cecil has taken over the family tradition. And he still comes out, does upkeep at it, and it looks like his son, when Cecil's no longer able to do it, is going to take over. People stop by, leave messages, leave donations, and the family comes by about once a week, picks up the donations, and actually ties them to their church. Not the church, the chapel that's there, but the church that they normally attend. I got conflicting about how big it is. The general idea is about 8 foot by 6 foot, that 6 people can be there comfortably, 12 people can be there uncomfortably, not including whoever is conducting the services. And I read that once a year they do have services there, all arranged by the Pratt family. That is an Easter sunrise service. He talked about a 3-member family band, or musicians, I don't know if I want to call it a band, that gets together and plays hymns. They bring in trucks full of folding chairs and everything. That it appears it's more of an outdoor service, but you have a lot of snowbirds in Yuma. And it was just saying how many of them for Easter, since they're not back home where they normally go to church, actually go out to the chapel for Easter services. So that is the one day of the year that it actually functions as an established church. So that's pretty much the story of Loren Pratt's chapel. I thought it's just so wonderful that we stopped by, and a coincidence that Cheryl was there and could tell us her story about it. I'm so disappointed the wind kicked up and I didn't notice it, that she tells it so much better than I do. And I'll leave directions and location G.P.S. down in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it as inspiring as I did. I mentioned how we were lucky that Cheryl was there, and Melody came back with, no, it was more of an act of God, that Cheryl. You know, I'll post a link to the video to the bridge we went to visit right before we went to the chapel. So it kind of delayed us. We went by the chapel to see the other side of the bridge, and coming back out, I said, I'm going to go see this. Is it a shed? Is it for storage or whatever? And the only thing out front was a sign that said praise. I forget what exactly was on it. I'll leave it at the end, a picture of the sign from the highway. And if you enjoyed the video, now that the cargo trailer's now a camping trailer, as you can see. I'm sitting in it. We're going to be going out, taking a lot more trips, and we just love finding things like this. Yes, we sit down, we're going to do this in our trips, but let us pass something that looks interesting, we're stopping. So if you like these type of videos, please consider hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. Click that, because that way when new videos come out, I wish I was the type that could say every Monday videos come out, but it depends on our travel, depends on when I can sit down and do the videos. So hit the notification bell. Try to give it a thumbs up if you found it worthwhile. That always helps the YouTube algorithm to have more people see it on searches and things like that. And leave comments, especially if you've ever stopped by there. I'd be interested in reading them. So thank you again for watching the video. Subscribe, thumbs up, notifications, comment, and have yourself a blessed day.